The sun hadn't risen yet, but my body already felt the weight of the day beginning. That familiar weight, mixed with anxiety and the feeling that no matter how hard I worked, the world seemed to spin in place, leaving me behind. Have you ever felt that way? Like you're running on a treadmill, sweating, trying hard but getting nowhere? I felt exhausted. Not just physically, but with the kind of exhaustion that empties the soul. Depression was a silent shadow that followed me, and the debts were like chains, heavy and visible. I looked up at the sky, at the universe, and asked myself, God, why do I feel so alone and so powerless? I was looking for a miracle, a divine intervention that would solve all my problems at once. I was waiting for a light that would dispel the darkness, for a voice that would tell me exactly what to do. But what I got was silence. A silence that at first left me desperate, but which over time taught me to listen to myself. That's when I realized that maybe my faith wasn't in the right place. I was expecting God to do the work for me, when in fact, He had already given me all the tools to make my own way. The journey of healing and overcoming wasn't an event, but a process, one day at a time. Have you ever noticed how life is made up of small victories? The decision to get out of bed, even when sadness weighs you down, the courage to ask for help, to talk about the pain, the small step to organize a single debt, even if the total amount seems impossible. It was these small acts of bravery that began to transform my life. I realized that I didn't need to climb a mountain in a single day. I just needed to take the next step, and then the next. I remember one morning when fear and anxiety were so strong they paralyzed me. I had a long list of tasks, and the prospect of failing at all of them was overwhelming. Instead of trying to solve everything, I decided to focus on just one thing. I was going to drink a glass of water. Simple as that. I felt the water going down my throat, the coolness, the life it brought. And then, the next step was to brush my teeth. After that, sit down for a coffee. At the end of the day, the mountain of tasks hadn't disappeared, but I had made progress, and most importantly, I had survived. Time, which once seemed like an enemy that stole opportunities from me, became my greatest ally. It taught me that emotional wounds don't heal overnight. They need air, light, patience. Time showed me that pain isn't the end of the story, but a part of it, and that every tear shed is a seed planted for the harvest of resilience. The debt still existed, but I learned to negotiate them, to manage them, to see them as a problem to be solved, not as a burden that would crush me. The depression didn't completely disappear, but I learned to identify its signs, to seek support, and to give myself permission to not be okay on some days. My message to you today is this: don't expect life to hand you everything on a silver platter. God won't do your part if you don't do yours. Faith manifests in action. You are not alone on this journey. There is a community of people just like me who understand your struggle. But the change, the first step, the decision to no longer be a victim of circumstances, that choice is yours. Live one day at a time, celebrate the small victories, and trust in the power of time. Believe in your own power of healing and transformation. The miracle you seek may be inside you, waiting to be revealed. What will you do today at this very moment to take that first step?